Okay. So you have taken a great step. Definitely a great step. Why? Because by writing SAT, you are increasing your options. When I say increasing your options, in India too, we have options. We have very good institutes. We have IITs, NITs, triple ITs, and BITS. But the number of quality institutes are very less. And the competition is from almost a big number of students who compete for this small number. So by writing SAT, you can apply for any land, Singapore, Hong Kong, Sweden, Netherlands. Generally, these are the famous countries which I see students generally apply to. So whichever the country you are looking for, common admission test, SAT, and an English-based exam, either IELTS or TOEFL, mainly required for USA. Even if you are looking in any other top university, you require. Mainly USA, Singapore, and Hong Kong are the places that gives huge scholarships to the students. They have a lot of money even for undergraduate students. They don't mind even giving you 100%. They don't mind even giving you including living accommodation. I have students who are studying for completely free of cost. Just they need to keep the airfare. There are institutes who give extra bonus for their airfare and other expenses too. So definitely you people have taken a great decision because you are increasing the options. The moment I say you are increasing the options, I have so many countries. Every country has many top universities. So the number of universities that you got, so it has almost increased 100 times. The number of opportunities that you have in India, the number of opportunities you have when you come look for entire world, it is almost 100 times. So automatically the burden on should be reduced. But nothing comes easier. So the first step that if you want to enter one of these best institutes, if you want to enter into this school, one of the first things that you as a student should do is get good score in any standardized exam like SAT or ACT. We prefer SAT. When it comes to SAT, we all know that it is for 1600 marks. We have English. In English, I have reading and I have writing part. I'll just give a brief description. I don't want to waste anyone's time here. I'll tell you what is required for you to get a good score. And we have a math section. So reading is for 400 marks, writing is for 400 marks, and the math is for 800 marks. So the total marks, the exam is for 1600 marks. And everyone in the class, you don't believe, I don't know how many students are there right now. 11, 12, 13, some number is there here. How much is there?
15,
yeah, around, I think 13, 14 students are there. So what might be the number of students? All 14 students in the class have the same aim. What is the aim? They want to get 1400 or 1500 or 1600, which I'm very happy. If you get 1400 or 1500, I'll be as equal happy as you are here. Because even we get a good name along with you. It is not only that we get a good name. You as a student from our institute is a successful person, means you got a good scores. So definitely might get into good university. So it is that success is guaranteed to you. Since you are our student, you will be equally happy. Everyone in the class right now, all the 14 students aims to get 1500 plus. I'm very happy. But very, very few will get 1500. Some of you might get 1400 and above. Some of you might get 1300 above. Some of you might get 1200. So is it the IQ problem? IQ might be the problem, but it is not the lone problem that helps you to get this course. Even the students with very high IQ will get only 1200. With low IQ, with strong determination and willpower, that which I'm going to explain you for the next 10 minutes, can get even 1400 or 1300, the best possible scores. You might ask me, sir, what is a good score in SAT? Extraordinary question. What is a good score in SAT is, if I take 1400, generally 1400 is 97 to 98 percentile. When I say percentile, out of 100 students, only 2 to 3 students will get in that range. Only 2 to 3 students will get in that range. That is what is the meaning of the percentile. Okay. Just 1 second here. Don't encourage this. Hello. Vardhan, tell me, Vardhan. I sent to your mother, right? Link. Join first. So now, yeah, out of 100 students, not in India, in entire world, I'm saying in entire world, only 2 to 3 students are able to get this score. Simple reading, writing, and math. But everyone in the class, all the 14 of you want to get, not even 1400, you want to get 1500. I see 1500 generally, approximately around out of 10,000, one student generally gets this score. It's not easy or difficult. It is what is the determination. So 1400 is approximately 97 to 98 percentile. 1300 is 93 to 94 percentile. Around 6 to 7 to 8 students I see generally getting 1300 and above. 1200 is somewhere around 74 percentile, means almost 25 to 26 students generally get 1200 and above. So you might ask me, what is a good score? Asking what is a good score does not make any sense to me. What is a good score to me makes a lot of sense to you and a lot of sense to me. If you ask, sir, what is an ideal score that I should aim for? Don't simply say 1500 or 1400. It does not make any sense. Do you know who is a real winner? Who has idealistic targets, realistic targets, focus towards that, and who wants to achieve that? So what I as a student should do, then you might ask me, okay, Venkat, tell me what is a realistic score that I should target for? Tomorrow, after this class, immediately, I am going to send one test. If you don't receive, you let me know. Some students who did not confirm to me, might not have added, but most of them I added. I'm going to send one full-length actual SAT test. Actual SAT test. So first section, as I said, you'll be having reading. I'll show you sample 2 here. If possible, this is our, yeah. So I'll be sending a test similar to this. You'll have, so what I told you one important point. What is the important point I told you? What is an ideal score to me? You simply have some unrealistic score in your mind. You will never be able to achieve that. That is the one thing. Second thing is you'll be under a lot of pressure. Third thing is you can see our latest scores. I'll just show you our latest scores. It is why I'm showing you all this. One is to improve your confidence, our latest scores. 1580, all these scores are this year. I'm not showing you 10-year or 2-year scores. I'm showing you this year's scores. You have 1580, 1570. I think 1 or 2 students I missed here. So many we have even above 1500 in this from a small training institute. Means we do extraordinary job in this. We know what is required to get good score. Means you are in the right path. But you need to do along with this, you need to do few more things. This class is most important of all the classes. I will teach your maths. I can say one topic is important, but this class is more extraordinary. If you can follow us, blindly follow us, success is yours. Now, first thing, what is the thing that I want to have? I want you to have a realistic target. How do I know what is a realistic target? So everyone, after this class, I'll be sharing one SAT test, actual SAT test with you, and I'm going to share one OMR sheet with you. The test looks something like this. If you have a printer, you can take printout. If not, application system you can do, but if you have a printer, you please do take it. So section 1 is exactly for 65. You need to do for 65 minutes. Do you know who gets good score? I see many students who drastically improve by 200 to 300 points. I see the students stagnated there. I see some students getting the less score. Who gets those 200 to 300 points? Important is who is sincere. When I say sincere, the first importance, do you know what is the most important thing for SAT? Definitely solving a question, correct? More than that, the timing. For the same 52 questions, if I give you 100 minutes or 200 minutes, I am sure everyone in the class would be able to solve, because it's just in English, a paragraph. Definitely, if I read, even if I don't know something, if I read Miss Grace by we are reading three-step Georgia, something, even if I can't read, I'll try to read 2 times, 3 times, 10 times. I try to make something about this. Then based on this, I'll try to answer this question. So what is the most important thing that is there here is timing. So what is a major problem with the students is they don't time it. Even I'm telling you right now, tomorrow out of these 14, 15 students whom I am going to give the test, definitely 1 or 2, they will not start with reading. They'll start with math because they find it difficult. Then how do you get the good score here? Even if you get 0 in this score, I'm least concerned. I'm mostly concerned about the score that you get in the final exam. What is our target? Our target is to get the best possible score in the final exam. What your friends, no one is going to think anything about you. You should be a student who should understand what is your weak area. When I say you should understand what is your weak area, first thing that you need to do is you need to strictly follow the timelines. In SAT, the most important thing is the time. But students, they don't follow time. They do, this is section 1, reading is section 1, writing is section 2, math is section 3, other math without calculator is section 4. They don't follow the rules. They start with section 3, then they start going for section 1. No, yeah, please. It is a golden opportunity for you. If you get a good score in SAT, it is a passport to get an admission to one of the best universities in the world. You are so lucky. There are more than 2 crore students in every year who pass out 12th grade, every year 11th grade, 2 crores. So many students are there. Out of 2 crores, hardly 2 lakhs. 1% of the students are going abroad for their bachelors. You are those 1%. Why? Because either your relatives might have gone, or your parents are aware about it, or you are from that culture, that system. There are many students who are not aware, and many students think that it is too expensive, or they have many misconceptions, and then and there itself they leave it. It is not the right thing. If you get good score in SAT, done. I'm not saying you should leave your regular subjects. That also I'll cover here. Today's complete class is on about what you should do. So immediately after the class, I'm going to send this test to you. Everyone should sincerely, strictly time the test. Start with only section 1. Sheet, including the bubbling time. Suppose 65 minutes is done. You are left with some 4 or 5 more questions. You should not do them. Leave it. Because this is the test to understand where you stand. What is your scores? So once I give you a test, generally you'll have exam on Saturdays only. Even on Saturdays, you'll have exam in the morning, 9 to 12. Generally, that is how the exam would be there. Just 1 second. The students are asking the link now here. Students. So first thing that you need to do, you have exam on Saturdays. You have exam on Saturdays morning. You need to report at 8 o'clock, but the exam generally starts at 8:45 or 9 o'clock based on your center. 9 to 12, including breaks, it will be 12:15. If they start around 8:30, by 11:45, exam would be done. So ideal thing that you need to do is, please do practice the test. Tomorrow, everyone should take the test from morning 8:30 to 11:30 or 9 to 12. Immediately after the class, I'm going to share this test and including OMR. Immediately, if you have a printer, please do get print. If not, go to the nearest print shop. If you can't get question paper is 60 pages, get at least OMR sheet and have pencil and strictly time it and solve it, including bubbling. It is for 65 minutes. Please be sincere. Again, I'm repeating because I know the importance of it. Students who don't understand their importance, they do the way they want. They expect, they think that they'll get 1500. But I'm telling you, if you take test before me, if I can observe you for at least 10 to 15 classes. And if you can take tests before me, I'm so good in this, I can tell you your exact score in the test, because based on the way you prepare. What is the simple logic for SAT? Simple logic for SAT is understanding the weak areas, which part of the test you are weak at, and how to work on that. As simple as that. So what is the idealistic score for you? It will be determined tomorrow. Again, tomorrow evening, we'll have 5 minutes or 10 minutes session. I will, based on your scores, I'll not read out. What you need to do is, I'll give you the test. Please do solve only in OMR. Then I'll send you answer key also. We are not like a childish game here. You need to send us, we'll correct, nothing. We want you to be sincere, independent. So please do solve this test. Generally, preferable time is morning 8:30 to 11:30 or 9 to 12. If you have some puja or some important work which is unavoidable, then only please take it in the afternoon, but definitely try to take it tomorrow. Tomorrow evening, around 7 to 7:10 or 7:15, a small session I'm going to have with you to tell you, if you get suppose 20 out of 50 questions, 52 questions here, you got 20 questions. I'll tell you what would be your score. Out of 52 questions, I'll send you the OMR answer key. You need to correct, and see, before the class, you need to sit with how many questions are correct in each and every section. I hope I'm very clear. So I'm going to send the paper today itself. If you have, when I say potential, if you have facility to take print of both question paper and OMR, please do take it. Don't see it now. Solve tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, how you need to solve is, suppose example you started at 8 o'clock. Better to start at 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock. It is up to you. Please spend 65 minutes. Then you take 5 minutes break. After section 1, you take 5 minutes break. Even you are left with questions, if it is 65 minutes, please do stop. Don't spend 80 minutes here, solve, and you think that you're getting a good score. It is not your real potential. In your exam, your score will be different than what it is. Then you please do take 5 minutes break, then start section 2. So section 2 you'll be having for 35 minutes. You'll have 44 questions. Yes, it is here. It is also written on the question paper. After 5 minutes break, you'll have, so initially it is for 65 minutes. Then I have exactly 5 minutes break. Then it is for 35 minutes. Then section 3 is for 25 minutes. Then 10 minutes break. Then section 4 is for 55 minutes. So first you'll do section 1, and everyone in the class will take 5 minutes break. Then you'll start section 2. This is how your actual exam would be there. I would like to replicate the actual exam. Only the difference is you are taking an actual exam at your home. How happy it should be at. Yeah. So section 2, exactly 35 minutes, and without a single second break, you'll start your section 3, and you'll not use calculator. It is no calculator section. You are not allowed to use calculator in exam. If you use, they will take your paper and say that you are copying. You'll solve it for 25 minutes. Then you'll take 10 minutes break. Then you'll come back to section 4. You have 38 questions and 55 minutes. Once this is done, you will not touch your OMR. You can just message me that you are done with the test. I'll send you answer key. Please do correct. Okay, section 1, I got, out of 52 questions, I got 30 questions correct. 30 by 52. Out of 44 questions, I got some 30 questions correct. 30 by 44. Out of 20 questions, I got 20 correct. Out of 38 questions, I got some 35 correct. Assuming. You just write this and keep with you. When I come for the session, I'll not ask your scores. I'll tell you, if you get, I'll read out. If you get 25 questions correct, this is your score. 26 questions correct, this is your score. I'll tell you how to convert your scores. This is a realistic test, realistic scores. This is a golden opportunity for you. Actual exam is $120 without paying a single penny, and you are coming to know what is your exact potential. It is not paying money or not. This is what is most important. What is the major mistake students do? They don't understand their potential. They simply target 1500, 1400. Everyone wants best score. I'm very happy. When you have unrealistic targets, you cannot do anything in life. I'm not asking you to target. If I'm happy, if you can target 1600 and get it. Suppose you got around some 1410 or 1200. Assume you got 1200. Let us to be realistic, or 1100. If you can improve this score by 250, 200 to 300 points, if you can get in between 1300 to 1400, it is an 100% idealistic target for you. You have done a great job. This all, if you have got 1200, 1400 to 1500 is a great job. Even to improve those 200 points, it is not easier. It is too difficult task. You need to be regular to classes. You should not miss any class. You need to complete all the questions that is given in the class. You need to get them corrected, and you should know what type of questions you are making mistake, what type of questions you are taking more time to solve. All our assignments are realistic assignments, means they match to the questions that come in the exam perspective. We don't use something which is unrealistic questions, unrelated models. I have prepared many good questions in math. I have collected many good questions in math. Everything that we do is realistic to the type of questions that you can expect as part of the exam. What is the meaning of part of the exam here? What is the difference between a regular exam and this is? Even if you see English, math, you see a lengthy question. It's like, it looks like English. It never looks like a math. But if you read, there might not be nothing. Helicopter initially hovering 40 feet above the ground begins to gain altitude at a rate of 21 feet per second, which is the following represents the helicopter altitude above the y in feet t seconds after the helicopter. So initially it is at 40 feet, it is gaining at a speed of 21 feet per second. So after t seconds, it will get 21 t. The height after t seconds is 40 plus 20 t. Questions would be so simple, but I should be in a position to read the question, comprehend, assimilate everything I should do in those time limit. That is what is important. And slowly the difficulty level also increases. Reading, we have 44 questions in math. Writing, we have 58 questions in math. Generally students will get around 40 who are very good in reading and good analytical skills will get around 46 to 50 or 51 52. They think they are very good in math. Generally in writing, if you are good in grammar, you can get around 32 to 33. In reading, many students don't have basic reading habits, so generally most of them get very good in math. No, it is a foolish thing. In general, not in specific. In general, you make even one mistake, your score will be reduced by 20 points. You make two mistakes, your score will be reduced by 30 points. Three mistakes, sometimes I've seen score have been reduced by 50 points. In reading, out of 52 questions, even if I get 49 questions correct or 48 questions correct, I might get 390 or sometimes 400. So it is not all about how many questions you are solving correct. Don't think you are good in this, you are weak in this. Finally, your score matters. In math or even in writing. In fact, writing is the most easiest section of all the three. Everything is a strong foundation on the basic grammar rules, and you should be able to implement it in the exam. To be frank, of all the three sections, writing is easy. Who is very good in grammar, they feel that, but if not, since they're able to solve around 46, 50 questions, and if they think they're very good in math, no. You should get 58 out of 58 to get 800, even 57 you get only 780, 20 marks are gone. 56 I see sometimes 770 or even 760. So please don't think you are good in even in reading. You should have, okay, I'm making mistakes in social science passages, or I'm finding it difficult, or I'm finding science related passages, or economics related passages, or biology related passages, or I'm finding it difficulty to the questions where they're asking about what is the main idea about the passage, or what is the other view about the passage. Whenever you have such a clarity on what type of questions you are having issue, definitely no one can stop you from getting good score here. But what most of the students movie that you're going to get, at least you can enjoy those 3 hours. If you're doing sincerely, perfectly, do the test. If not, don't waste your time and my time too. No one's time you should waste. 3 hours in your life is a valuable time. And second point I would like to say here is, don't think that you're good in math, you're not good in reading, nothing as such. The moment you think that you cannot improve, that will be fixed in your mind. Okay, I'm good in math, but math also will get around 680, 650, 600, 700, no use. You need to realize what are If you don't have paper, if you are doing on the white paper, first question, this is a solution. Second question, this is a solution I made. So once you come back, once you are reviewing, you can realize, this is what is the mistake I made. The moment your brain realizes what is the exact mistake it went on the question, nowhere you will repeat the mistakes. These are the golden words. No one will say those words here. You need to take it to your brain. Okay, perfect, very good. So I told you the most important thing that everyone should do. What is the most important thing? We all should have a realistic goal. What is the meaning of realistic goal? Identifying what is your present potential. From there on, improving by 200, 300. If you do extremely good hard work by 400 also, there is no limit. But we'll have some realistic target. After 1 month, why I'm doing this also, I'll tell you. After 1 month, after 5 weeks, I'm going to give you another test. After 8 weeks, I'm going to give another test. Based on your performance in the class, means the way we'll explain, the way you respond to the answers, your response to the assignments. If you're strict and sincere, and the responses after 5-week test, you will come to know when to take the test. Next SAT exam is therein. Dates are not yet released. Recently, I called College Board people. College Board is the one which conducts your exam. I spoke to them. They said mostly in India, not mostly, it would be there. August 27th, we have exam. In October, first Saturday, I think it is. Generally, the exam would be there on the first Saturday of every month. Every month means whenever it is held. Only in August, it is an exception. In August, we have the last Saturday. That is only the exception. In October, we have on October 1st. Then we have in December 3rd. So these are the dates, next SAT dates that are available. October 1st and December 3rd. Sir, these are the dates that are available for us. Some of you, many more will join. Unfortunately, the 11th grade exams have been postponed till 25th, and many students did hard work. They want a break. Many of them are going for vacation. You'll have a very good competition. August, October, and December, just from my side, my institute, at least 400 students will take SAT exam, final SAT exam. Throughout India, at least 5 to 6 lakh students will take the exam. So there is a good competition. Don't think there is no competition. Unfortunately, it is a percentile based. When I say percentile based, if you can understand, keep it in mind. If you can't understand, you leave it. First thing first, let me complete this. Then I'll come back to what is the meaning of how the scaling is done, or how to get 1400 or 1350 in SAT, or what is the meaning of percentile based exam. So based on your performance in tomorrow's test and your growth over the next 5 weeks and your performance during the class and in the assignments, we'll come to your ideal conclusion. I'll be very happy if your potential is only 1000, you're getting 1200 or 1250 or 1300. Okay, so based on your performance, yes, you are ready to go ahead. It is not that you're getting 1500, I'll make you take exam. If you get 1400, I'll not take you exam. Please be realistic. Then based on your performance, we'll decide. August 27th. Will get less scores, nothing as such. But one thing that is clear is, if you're writing exam on August 27th, entire August month, I myself will be sending the test. Only for the last May 13th exam happened. There are very few students, so I will send it to the teacher to conduct the exam. But I myself will be taking care of the test. But you'll be having at least 17 to 20 full length tests, and we'll be reviewing each and every test. That itself is sufficient for you to get a good score. 20, suppose you're taking 20 tests, means in math I have 58 questions. 20 into 58 is 1160. You are solving 1160 questions. If you can just solve them sincerely, identify the topics you are making mistakes or how to approach those questions, it is sufficient. And if you can listen to the classes and do that sincerely, definitely you will improve your score, and you will get the best possible score. 53 questions correct, or 54 questions correct, or 56 questions correct, or 58 questions correct. But getting 58 or 58 is very difficult here. It is not impossible. I see many students will get out of 1000. I can see 3 to 4 students easily will get that. Definitely we can be in those. So based on your performance over the period, we will decide, and based on the idealistic target that you have, within next 3-4 classes, I'll know your name, your performance, what is the score you got. You ask me anytime during my meeting with everything I can say, because that is the interest I have in this. I know I want my students to get good score. Same interest you should have on you. Okay, you should realize how to improve those 300 to 400 points. Then we'll decide whether you'll write August 27th or October 1st, December 3rd, but 1 month before your exam. Suppose you're writing in October, entire September month, it is bit hectic. You'll be writing at least 20 tests, and the discussion of the test means every day 3 hours you need to spend time with us if you're writing in December, November. But don't try to postpone the exams. It is not going to help you. If you are ready, take it. Okay, this is the second point. Now, how SAT is graded, percentile based. I told you, right, on May 30th, some students wrote the exam. So if someone got 4 mistakes, their score would be approximately 760. This is with my experience. Suppose if you write in October or December, for the 4 mistakes, the score might be 740. Why? It is a percentile based. Since very few students write top percentile, the penalty is less. Here many students write, so there will be many more smart students. It is not much difference, 20 to 30 points, not much. So it's a percentile based exam. For the top 1%, they give 800. For the next top 1%, they give 790. Next top 1%, 780 as such. So since it is a percentile based exam, the scores vary. But the good thing about it is you take SAT 10 to 20 times. If you are unnecessary, if you are not identifying your weak areas, your scores will be almost stagnated. Maximum 50 points difference would be there. That's it. Okay. So 3 to 4 points I would like to say about SAT. First thing is, please know your potential. If you're not knowing that, you're simply jumping into the shape without knowing where you should sail to, you can never reach to the point. Second is, when you are on the path, when you have decided that I need to go to that path, you should have a clear goal. To have a clear goal, you need to be sincere and dedicated to the efforts. Nothing is easy. After some time, you feel it is difficult. Yes, definitely it will be difficult to get good score. Even running, anything that activity you do is difficult. You have a very good teachers. Please do follow them. Complete all the assignments. I can assure you, you will definitely get the best possible scores. Third, and the most important thing that I would like to implement is be regular to the classes, complete all the assignments that are given to you, and 1 month before the exam, sincerely, the way you are doing tomorrow's test, whenever you take a full length test, the same thing you need to follow. And after the test, before coming to the class, you need to review, means identify where you made mistake, have an error log of the notes, and try to not to repeat those mistakes. Then definitely you will be the winner, and I'm sure you'll recommend at least 100 to 200 students to me. Yes, go here only and learn. But you should follow these 3 rules here. Okay. Yeah. Next thing that I would like to say to students who are preparing for SAT. So the major thing that I see with the students who are preparing for SAT is, okay, I'm taking SAT exam, I'm going abroad, so I'll not study the regular 11th. Some of you are in CBSE, some of you are in ICSE, some of you are in IB in this class, some of you are in state boards, some of you are preparing for IIT. So whatever you are doing, you should study with more rigorous, because once you go to the university, you study some engineering, or you study science, technology, engineering, mathematics. You'll be somewhere in this STEM field. So it requires high level application of maths, physics, and chemistry, biology, if you're taking biomedical engineering or any relevant field. So please don't neglect your regular curriculum. The moment you neglect your curriculum, you just focus on SAT, only focusing on SAT, try to get good score in this, we'll become fool at the end of the day. When I say fool, even though you might get into good university, if you're unable to study, you're like simply drop out. So your basics should be strong. So please don't neglect your regular curriculum. Now you need to study with more interest, because it is clear that because you are taking SAT, so many options are open to you. There is more likely that you get an admission in one of the best universities. Since you get admission in best universities, you need to perform there. Since you need to perform, you need to study well in your regular curriculum. Most important thing. If you are neglecting this, simply saying that I'm preparing for SAT in a regular curriculum, you'll not even do best this year, because you don't require from morning to evening to do well in SAT. I know the students. Let me show this to you for more motivation. And yeah, let me come back here. Where is this? One more. Let me do this. Now you can see some students here. Suppose let me take this. I'm having some students here. So she is preparing for IIT. She used to have her classes from morning 8 till night 9 most of the times. So she saw 2 months when she has an ideal time, or she took permission and she got into one of the good university with, she got almost funding. She just needs to spend around 2 to 3 lakhs per year for her tuition fees. Even he almost got, he requires to spend around 50,000 or so, 1 lakh maximum. Even you see these students. So what I see is students who are doing, she got 1580, she's studying A levels, she's from Bangalore. And good thing about my classes is I have students from Bangalore. Even in this batch, I have students from Bangalore. I have from Hyderabad. I have from Delhi. I have from Vijayawada. I have different schools. I have students from A levels. I have students from IB board. I have students from Karnataka board, Andhra board, Telangana board. So different mixture. So it's a very good opportunity to learn to be competitive batch. It's a very good competitive batch. She got 1580. She's so determined. She just used to do whatever we used to say to her. 1580 is a very good score. You can see her other Anusha, she's also an IIT student. So what I meant to say is these students are preparing for a very difficult curriculum. They have very, very less time. And she got into Ivy League. Her life got changed. She should be so happy for her. I'm very, very happy for her. And she never thought of going there. She just from 11th, she did whatever I said. Whatever I said, she did. She during the admission process or during the SAT preparation, blindly she said, means sincere, she's sincere, dedicated. Now she got a Tata scholarship, means she's not required to spend even 1 rupee from her pocket. How happy she should be here. And all these students are the ones who are preparing for one of the most difficult curriculum. They don't have time at all. No one will have time. We need to adjust. Okay, I'll tell you about what is my class curriculum, how many days in a week I have classes and how to go about it. So let me show other 2 to 3 students just for your motivation. Dheeraj already showed you. Abhinav, he got into University of Texas Austin, one of the best universities, and he also got into University of Washington State. We have many students who get, if you prepare other advantage, if you prepare SAT seriously, getting 8 scores is nothing, cakewalk. I did not write many students' name. There are many students who else got 8 here. It's a cakewalk. So if you prepare SAT, even IELTS would be done within 1 month. Within 1 month, we can help you to prepare for IIT if you are done with your SAT sincerely. She's another example. She's financially very weak. She just came to me. You don't believe, she came to me and met me in October 2022. Sorry, August 2022. August starting. Immediately we started we made her take IELTS, then immediately I made take her SAT. She got 1480. Now she got into one of the best university with almost 100% scholarship. How happy she should be here. They're not financially strong. She's another student. She got into Johns Hopkins, New York, Boston. There are many more profiles. This fellow got into Drexel with 1 crore 17 lakh. These are my students. What I said is another example who got very good scores, very good universities, University of Maryland, College Park, Purdue. All this happened. The first step of all this is getting good score in SAT. Good score. According to your potential, good score. That is what I meant to say. Okay. Yeah. Now I've given a lot of motivation. I don't know for how long it will stay, but for the student who has self-motivation are the only ones who is going to get good scores. Just before this class, some parents are calling me, sir, will you help in assignments? Will you make students sit before you and solve the assignments? Then I told them one thing, madam, in SAT, you can never expect the same question again in this world. Once it comes, it can never ever come. Means they need to be independent. Even still, if you are expecting spoon feeding, you can do nothing. So what you as a student should do, you should be regular to the classes, solve all the assignments, immediately ask us what is the answer key, get them corrected. If you don't know the answers, solve in the class. You have so many doubts, ask for an extra class, get them solved. Be independent. We are all friendly. We don't say that and this. No shouting, nothing. We want you to improve, grow as a person in simple logic. Now, when are the classes held? You will be having classes 4 days in a week. You'll be having class on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, fixed. 7 to 8 p.m. would be your classes. You'll be having class on Monday, Thursday, English class, Tuesday, Friday, math. Monday and Thursday, you will have your English class. Yeah, both reading and writing would be done simultaneously. Please, do you have 2 separate notes? Write all the points that teacher is saying, then solve all the assignments, take the test. Definitely with our coaching style, and I'm always there for you. I'm telling you, right? I am 100% strength to you. I'm always there. Whatever the help you want, please don't hesitate. I am not expecting 1400 or 1500 or 1600 1100 from you. I'm expecting the best possible score from you. So I'm always there. You need any help in terms of subject, math, I myself will take, English, other teachers will take. Whoever is teaching, if not math, me, someone else will teach. Whoever teach, we do 100% from our brain and heart. But I'm always there with you. I'm always there till you get visa, not only for SAT. And we are perfect in guiding you for SAT. Right now, our focus is getting good score in SAT, nothing else. Once SAT is done, means you should do your regular curriculum. I'm least concerned about your regular curriculum. At the same time, don't think that I'm not worried here. You should do well there. First, right now SAT, then once done, some of you are in 11th, 12th, 11th completed 12th grade, some of you 9th completed 10th grade, 10th completed. So this is a mix of 9th, 10th, 11th students, 9th completed, and it's a mix of different boards and different cities. So diversified thing, you can learn a lot from others. We'll be having classes on these 4 days. Don't try to miss any class. We have recording. I might send you, but the students who believe on recording can never grow. You say, okay, I'll listen to the class. Procrastination starts. I don't want that to be developed in students. You need to be sincere. Your notes is better than teacher's class, always. Okay? Yeah. Now, I have 15 minutes. I would like to say a few more general points not required. I given you sufficient energy and motivation to get good scores in SAT. Again, I'm repeating here, last thing. I am always there with you. I am always there with you. Any point of time, night 2, 3, anytime I'm there. You tell me this is what I need. This is what is your issue. You need to help. I'm always there to help you to improve your scores. I'm always there to help you to get into best university. I'm always there. Okay, but you need to be sincere. You need to work hard. You need to make your brain think. Put the efforts. Have a simple timetable. Okay, for every 4 hours of classes, according to me, you require maximum 5 hours of study time. 9 hours means approximately 1 hour 15 minutes. 1 hour 15 minutes a day or 1 hour a day. If you don't have 1 hour a day on Sunday, you spend 3 hours afternoon instead of wasting your time on watching a movie or cricket or something else. Okay, yeah. So with this, I'll stop. I'll start SAT math class now for next 10-15 minutes. Again, I'll continue on Tuesday. But tomorrow again, I'll send you the link. The moment I send you the link, tomorrow again, you'll have class at 7 o'clock. I'll send you the link. I'll tell you what are your scores. I'll not ask in the class because I know if I ask you what is your score, we might feel saying 1000 is less. Please don't feel like that. I don't ask. You need to message it to me after the class in WhatsApp. Everyone has my WhatsApp number. If someone do not have a number, this is another thing. I'm sending links to every student, but few students says that they are not receiving the link for 2 reasons. Either they might not have joined the batch. Even the students who have joined the batch, if I say that they did not receive the link, means they have not added my number in your contacts. I'll be sending messages through broadcasting. So this is my number. Venkat is my name. Please do store my name and my number, because unless until the number is not there in your contacts, you'll not receive the messages, even though I'll be sending it to you. Okay. Yeah. So now, when it comes to SAT math, I told you, right? Many people think they're good. Why? Because they're able to solve 70% or 80% or 60% questions. So they think they're very good. No, you need to be 99.99% accurate. Means you need to get all 58 questions correct. Then only you are good according to. To come to that level, what we should do? I know what are the concepts that are there. I'll take one concept a day and I'll try to explain it to you. So today we are going to start one of the most important topic in SAT, lines. Keep adding as lines. Why? You get around 10 to 14 questions based on lines out of 58. So many questions. Yes. Just now I read one question. A helicopter is at an initial height of 40 feet and it is increasing its altitude by 21 feet per second. After 3 seconds, what is its height? 40 plus 20, 40, 21, something we did, right? Linear equation, because every second it is improving by something. Yeah. You'll get around 10 to 14 questions on lines. For the next 2 to 3 classes, in 2 to 3 hours, I'll teach you this. I'll make you perfect. If you can listen to this topic perfectly, almost 20% of the questions are in your hand. Okay, I require maximum around 4 hours here. Now, let us start with lines. During the class, you can be as much active as possible. If you know something, you can unmute yourself and let me know the answers for that. But today, I don't want to start immediately. You might be hesitant. So let me explain few things about lines from the next class. Instead of me speaking more, I'll make everyone in the class to speak along with me. I want everyone to be active in the class. I can't see you people. If you're wasting your time, please tell your parents and stop right now. If you're really interested and want to do justice for yourself, then we are the best people. Okay, yeah. So when it comes to lines, what are the concepts you as a student should do? What, Venkat, what are you saying here? The lines is a simple concept. Again, I'll repeat in the next class because few students missed today. I'll send recording, but again, I'll start. But listen carefully. Line, I know very well. I've been drawing lines from my childhood. So why do you give so much importance to this simple line and you say get 10 to 14 questions? How can they ask so many questions based on lines? Yes, they can ask so many questions. What is the most important thing about lines? What are the concepts that I require in lines? We have straight lines in IIT. I taught almost 10 years in Fiji. Okay, I'm very, very good at my math basics. That SAT from IIT is completely different. At the same time, I thought SAT from last 16 years, and don't worry, IIT, I jumped in the SAT, nothing else. So I thought from last 16 years SAT. At the same time, I used to teach IIT. In IIT straight lines, we have a concept. We teach for almost 30 to 36 hours, almost. That is completely different because here, even if you're a BPC, you need to write, you need to understand, you need to solve questions based on lines. SAT is not pure mathematics. It is more about how well you can think. Okay, now let us come back. So I require 2 points to draw a line. If I have 2 points, I can draw a line. I can draw only one line that is passing through 2 points. If I have one line, I have thousands of lines, crores of lines that passes through the point. So everyone, if you don't have book now, we can write on paper. Again, I'll repeat in the next class. From next class, you need to have 2 books. In fact, 3 books. One for reading, one for writing, one for maths. Understanding the concepts, then making error log, everything should be in that book. That is a math Bible to you. The moment, the 4 to 5 days before the exam, if you want to go, if you brush it once, yes, you should be so confident that you'll get good scores in the exam. So please, they have 3 separate good notes. If I have 2 points on the line, if I know 2 points, I can draw a line. So means these 2 points are most important to me. The moment I have 2 points, I can draw exactly only in one line specific to you. Like we have name, Venkat, Ramesh, John, whatever it is. Line also will have name. Generally, we call name it as equation. I asked you to draw a line. What are the different ways you draw a line? Someone might draw like this. Someone might draw like this. Someone will draw like this. Someone will draw like this. So I have drawn 4 lines here. There's a lot of meaning on these 4 lines. Line A, line B, line C, line D. For you, it might look like a diagram. But I've drawn 4 lines here. What is the importance of these lines is, this is a positive line. This is a negative line. This is 0 line. This is infinity line. What is the meaning of positive line? Suppose you take x-axis and you take y-axis, like a positive person. As x value is 1, x value is 2, x value is 3. We are not at all in hurry. Someone who is very good in math, you need to bear with me because even you are good in math, you will make mistakes unless until you know these basics strongly from your heart. Bear with me and listen. If this is my x-axis, we know this is x-axis and this is my y-axis. Let this value be 2, let this value be 4, let this value be 6. When x is equal to 1, y is some 1.5. When x is equal to 2, some 2.5. When x is equal to 3, some 4. So what is happening? As x is increasing, the y values are also increasing. This is x value, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 are x values. 1.5, 2.5, 4 are the y values. So what is happening? As the x values are increasing, the y values are also increasing. So this is called positive slope. A line with a positive slope, positive attitude, positive. As you grow, I grow. If you have a positive attitude, you grow in your life. So that is why I call it is a line with a positive slope. Means as x value increases. So we have 4 types of lines. A positive slope line. To make you understand, I just said positive. Positive line means positive. As x value increases, the y value increases. Negative line. As x value is increasing when x is 1, 2, 3, the y values when it might be some 1, 4. This is some 2, 2. For example, as x value is increasing, the y values are decreasing. So it is a line with a negative slope. X. So this is my x-axis, this is my y-axis. When x is equal to 1, y value is 1. When x is equal to 2, y value is 1. When x is equal to 3, y value is 1. It's like a dump line. When I say dump line, it is irrespective of x, the y values are not changing. Means it is a stagnant line. Means it is a line with 0 slope. It is not changing. It's not varying. So it is a line with 0 slope. If you see this line, there are many more things I need to explain. Try to understand the way I'm trying to explain. So far, we have 4 types of lines in this world. A positive line, or a line with a positive slope, a line with a negative slope, a line with a 0 slope, a line with an infinite slope. When I say infinite slope, x value is 1, but the y value is 2. When x value is 1, y value is 4. When x value is 1, y value is 6. X value is same, but the y's are same, different. So it will have an infinite slope, means drastically increasing. We are not so much concerned about infinite line slope. We are concerned about a positive slope, a negative slope, and 0 slope. I clearly said what is a positive slope. I always speak in English sentence. Even though it is a math class, I try to avoid as much math as possible. I try to speak in terms of basic language. That is the basic language that our communicative language is English here. So I try to speak max English in class. So now we understand as the x value is increasing, the y values are increasing. That is the reason we say it is a positive slope. Can someone else in the class can say me how to identify the line has a positive slope or a negative slope? Can someone in the class can unmute yourself and tell me in other sense, in mathematical terms or any terms that you have, please try to be as interactive as possible in class. You'll be eager to answer questions, you'll get interest, and it motivates others also. Yeah. If you know answers, you can directly unmute because I give permission to unmute for everyone. What is the other way that I can say the line has positive slope? I told you one logic. Yeah, please be loud here, please.
Sir, the angle made by the line with the x-axis, sir.
Okay, very good. Who is this? What is the name?
Sir, Abhinav.
Abhinav, very good. So Abhinav said one more important point to me. What is the point that he said is, do you know how much score he got? He got also 1570. Utkash. He's from Fiji, Hyderabad student. So he's also a very good student. He's going to University of Maryland, College Park, one of the best universities in the world. Average salaries you can expect is 1.2 to 1.4 crores. Since his life is settled, that is what I meant to say. Now, Abhinav said one important point to me. What he said is, boss, Mr. Venkat, see the angle made by the line with respect to the positive x-axis. This is the angle. If this angle is less than 90 degrees, draw any line. This will be less than 90 degrees. This is less than 90 degrees. This is less than, means it is a positive slope. Next, other way, every point should be there in your mind. The moment you have these points in your mind, it is easy to solve the questions in less time. So if the angle made by the line is less than 90 degrees, definitely the line will have positive slope. I know some non-math students by PC, CEC students are there. Don't worry. You can just, it's not math here. Don't worry. I know some IIT students are there. So we can balance everything. SAT is an exam which balances everyone. If the angle made by the line is less than 90 degrees, I say the line has a positive slope. Try to draw any line, whatever the line you want. The angle is less than 90 degrees, the line will have positive slope. Now try to draw, see this line. This is a negative slope. Why? Because as the x values are increasing, the y values are decreasing. Suppose when x is equal to 0, y is 4. When x is equal to 3, y is 0. So this is a negative slope. Other thing is, if the angle made by the line is greater than 90 degrees, then I can say that the line will have negative slope. Negative slope means as the x value increases, the y value decreases. I'll tell you meaning of slope. I'll give you a question before saying, then you will understand. If I go on saying, right, you feel it easy. The moment I give you questions, you make mistakes, right? For example, if the possibility, just hold on for 1 second. I open this paper. Let me give one basic question on the slope. If there is possibility, generally, I think in section 3, it might be there. But by next class, good thing about our class is we solve questions only from the original paper. Now, this is not. I'll just ask you a question based on the meaning of the slope. No. No. Let me come back here. Right now, I can't see. I don't want to waste your time, but next class, I'll tell you the meaning of slope. Wonderful meaning. Definitely, they try to analyze good questions and everything based on the basic. Even in every paper, you have around minimum 10 questions. It can go up to 14 questions. They'll ask, what is the meaning of the slope? What is the meaning of something else? Yeah. Now we understood what is the meaning of positive slope in two senses. We understand what is the meaning of negative slope. We also understand the meaning of zero slope. Means the y value does not change and the angle made is 0 degrees. It is 0. It is not. It is a parallel line. Means it is making an angle of 0 degrees. Now, can someone tell me? So if I have a line like this, what are all the things that I can find about the line? I'll take just 2 to 3 more minutes here because I started 2 to 3 minutes late. Yeah. What are all the things I have drawn a line like this? Suppose if I say Venkat, I can find his height, weight, what are his interests, what is his hobby. Similarly, if I have drawn a line like this, what are all the things that I can determine about this line? Start. You can unmute yourself and tell me. But please be active. I've drawn some line on the board. I'm asking you, what are all the things that you can find about the line?
Slope. Equation of
Slope.
the line.
Definitely one is slope. Second is name of the line, means equation of the line. Very good, excellent. What other things I can find about here?
The values of x and y.
Values of x and y, okay. Points on the line, okay. What else? Someone is saying, but they're very low. They said good point. Yeah, please be louder.
Intercept and y-intercept.
Very good. X-intercepts. I can find that. This is how we need to relate X-intercept and Y-intercept. Definitely based on this, you can get one question. They'll never ask you find X-intercept. It is not a mathematics. I'm telling you, right? It is not a math exam at all. They'll ask you, definitely there'll be one question on slope. I'll take actual papers and I'll show it to you. Even in tomorrow's paper, you'll get, most of you will do it wrong. They never give 2 points like your regular math. They never give you 2 points and ask you to find the slope. They give you equation like y is equal to 3x plus 50. What does 3 represents? I'm sure 90% of you for the first time you make mistakes. Second time, the moment you realize 50% will make mistakes, then 10%, then 0%. So next class, when I start from here. Even a few might miss the class. They can not permission as such. Because of I sincerely suggest not to miss any classes. I send the recording. Recording is different. Coming to the class is different. From next class, we'll start about this. Then I'll start only actual questions in the class. I'll show you this is how the actual questions would be there. This is what the mistakes you make. 2 things you need to learn from me. First thing is the concept. Second thing is the best way to solve the question, means timing. If you can learn these 2, you are the winner. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to send a question paper with OMR. Please do take print of OMR, mandatory, 1 page, front and back, means 2 pages. If you have printer at home, pages are there. You can take even the complete paper, 60 pages here, means around 30 pages front and back. If not mandatory, you can open the paper on your system happily and you can do the thing. Okay. Tomorrow again, I'll send you the link. 7 o'clock, we'll have session for 5 to 10 minutes. It is not a class. It is all about to know what is your scores. You will not read out in the class. You will message me in WhatsApp. I'll tell you what is your score. Once you correct, I'll give the instructions. If you get 30 questions correct, this is your score. You'll correct. You'll mark the score and you'll let me know in WhatsApp. You will be with me for next 1 year or 2 years or 3 years based on the class we have. Our journey should be very good. For that, you need to be sincere. from your end, then everything will be good. Anything required from my end, again, I'm repeating, you can just WhatsApp it to me at any point of time. I might not respond immediately, but definitely will get response from my end, what we should do for this. Okay, all the best. I'm very happy to have you all here. I'll see you in the next class, that is tomorrow itself, but for 5 to 10 minutes to know your scores. Next class will be your English class on Monday, full-fledged class. Okay, all the best here. Take care. Bye. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.